Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Today we are going to discuss Ghana's game against Central African Republic and see how we can beat them based on the game we played against them and their other qualification games that they played with Madagascar and then Angola. Okay, so the last time the Black Stars played against the Central African Republic, our visitors actually set up in a 4-2-3-1 formation. So this was how they set up when we played them in their own country. But Ghana was so fortunate to the point that we were able to get our first goal in as quickly as the 17th minute. I remember one of the best team goals that the Black Stars has ever produced for me in my lifetime to see. That goal was really, really beautiful. A powerful shot from Mohamed Kudus. So this was how they set up up to the time that the goal came. I think they thought they were in their own country, so they could kind of push us to our limits. But then Ghana was able to get a goal very quickly. And that meant that they had to do something about it. Because in the first 20 minutes, Ghana was having the upper hand. And we're not giving them an inch. We were mostly playing the game in their own half, so they were not getting so much space to counter us. But as in every Ghanaian team, whenever we get our first goal or we get 1 or 2 goals, then our team starts relaxing. And immediately we started doing that, they realized they can also push us so that they can get their own goal. So just when Ghana scored, this was how they formed. They switched their system. They switched their system back to a 5-4-1 formation. And this was how they did it. One of their midfielders dropped deep into their defense, and then their number 10 came to join one of the defensive midfielders. And when they were attacking, they were rather using these players as wing backs. And if you've really realized Ghana, our setup, you mostly see that if you want to really hurt Ghana, it's at the wings. Though we have, going forward, we have a lot of pacey players that we can rely on. But then when teams are also attacking us, that is the exact same place that they can use to hurt us. And when they started playing this way, Ghana was really we were having it very difficult to penetrate them, because if you can see very well, they have about 4 players here in the middle. That means almost every time we will be outnumbered in the middle. We normally play a 4-2-3-1 formation. So when that happens, we know Kudus normally pushes upwards. So with it left us we became outnumbered in the middle here. And if you watch the game, you realize that this same middle was where we lost the ball, and then they had their counter attack and then equalized in I think the 40th minute. That was how come they were able to get their equalizer when they switched to this system. Okay, so this was how Ghana also set up. Like we always do most of the times. This was how Ghana set up in the game that we played against the Central African Republic. We had Qualifier and then Edmond Addo in the middle. And then Kudus was up front with Afinajan leading the attack. In the beginning, Ghana really had we were really commanding the game up until Ghana was really commanding the game up until the 20th minute that we scored when we relaxed a bit, and then the Central African Republics, they took over and then started pushing their weight into the game. Okay, so I think we all can agree that Ghana needs just a draw. And then the Central African Republic, if they really want to qualify, they have to win. That means the pressure will be on them more than us, which means they will be coming to score. They would want to score a first goal. And like they did in their own country, I think they would want to set up in the same system that got them their goal. That's the 5-4-1 system. And what they did was they were set up in a low block. That means they were trying to consume the pressure and then hit Ghana on the counter attack. So most of the time you see their wingers tagged in like this, and then these guys will be the one doing the running at the wings. And this is the reason why I would prefer if Ghana plays in a 4-1-4-1 system. I'm saying this because if we set up in a 4-2-3-1, most of the time we have Kudus moving so high to join our striker to the point that our 4-2-3-1 becomes a 4-4-2, which makes it difficult for just these two midfielders to handle the number of midfielders that they will be coming up against. And we need Kudus to be doing more of the holding up play for us, because right now Qualifier is not there. We don't have any player that can hold the ball for that long a time unless we bring Kudus in. Kudus he's one of the players that we have that can dribble for us. So we need Kudus around these places to help with the handling of their defensive midfielders. So if Ghana can set up in a 4-1-4-1 system, this is what we are going to get. That means even if they want to use that system, when we have some of our players here, it will help out a little bit. And when we also get them on the counter, they will be in trouble because they will have their wing backs pushed up so high. Unless they try to keep one in defense whilst the other move up. And in Africa, they don't play that way. When they are going forward, they make sure they are all moving forward to get the chance to score. So I would prefer if we can set up in a 4-1-4-1 system like this. In the best 11 that we prepared, we had Saleh Samed playing in the defensive role here. But yes, he can play there, and then Baba Idrisu too. He would have been my preferred choice, but it's been quite a while that he came into the Black Stars team. I really like how Baba Idrisu, I like how he's able to compose himself in terms of passing and then just tackling. Sometimes coming so deep to take the ball from defense and then moving it up. I really like that style of play about him. So even if Saleh plays here, that's still okay. As long as we have Kudus coming a little bit further back to carry the ball for us. Some of our players too are injured. Some of the players that we have that can move with the ball, some of them are injured. So Kudus should be able to do that work for us. And in the selection too, what I did was I had Jordan and Kudus in this role. We chose that because Jordan, from some games now, we've realized is very effective too when he plays as a 10. So if Kudus is doing this job, it means Jordan will be playing basically the 10 role, whilst Kudus does the number 8 role for us. But then when we are attacking, they can all push up a little bit so that Salas will handle the middle for us unless we lose possession and then we are defending. So basically this is how I would prefer the Black Stars to set up, but then I think our coach will still opt for the 4-2-3-1 formation. Because I don't think that would be the perfect formation for countering the Central African Republic's system. This 5-4-1 system, if you don't take care and you don't really match up to their wing backs, it's really going to hurt us. We have Ghana, our left back and then right backs. We know they like moving forward a lot, and that will also mean that there will be instances where we'll be having just 2 players defending for us. And if they've pushed up so high and we have their wing backs coming, it's going to be a problem for us. So I hope and pray that Chris Hughton will maybe look at the system and then devise a plan around it. Because we need just a draw. We don't have to really worry ourselves. We have to win, of course. This qualifiers, we've won just 2 games. Ghana, we should be comfortable by now. Playing 5 games and then winning 2 games is not good. We should have been in a comfortable position. Though we need just a draw, but then I believe by now we shouldn't be. This should have even been the time that we would be testing some of the players to see whether they can really play in the Black Stars. But we are in a situation where we have to get a draw or a win to be able to qualify. So I hope Ghana can really match up to the Central African Republic's low block and then their 5-4-1 system that I am predicting that they will be coming with. And if they make the mistake of pushing up, we know our forward liners are so pacey. We can hit them. I know we can really hit them if we also get them on the counter. But I also know they are going to be in a low block. That means we may not be getting those counter attacks like that. That means we have to. That's why I want us to use the 4-1-4-1 system so that Kudus will be doing the holding of the ball for us in the middle, progressing it from the middle to the final third, so that we can Semenyo and Inaki Williams can do the scoring for us. So thank you very much for joining us. I hope you like this video. Kindly subscribe so that we can bring you more content.